Hi guys, today we're doing something a little different in real time, a Russian gel manicure. But today is a little different because I'm doing my wife's nails. So we have our gloves and we have the scissor, lame bit that looks like this. I have the round one as well. We're also gonna need a sanding band. And fun fact, since we're here, if your sanding band, little ledge, you can see it there. So don't use it, just throw it out. That's garbage because that little ledge is gonna hurt your client. Now pop on your skinny flame bit. Let's start by pushing back the cuticles. Well, first we're gonna diagnose her type of skin and the type of cuticles that she has. So I'm gonna bring you in a little tighter. So she has what I consider very sticky cuticles.
Excuse you?
Yes. And you could see by like pushing this back, that's very sticky. It's also gonna tell you that she has sensitive skin. Can you see that? Okay.
That's interesting though.
Yeah. So you also kind of have to diagnose her skin as well, because we are working with the skin as well. So I'm just gonna do a little rolling technique. That's just pinching these two fingers and rolling this just to try to open the cuticle pocket. Does that hurt?
You have really soft touch.
Thank you.
I'll tell you when it hurts though.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. So that's what that looks like.
Coño.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next one. And here you can see the overgrowth. I'm gonna zoom in there just so you can really see it. And here you could see, sometimes like she hasn't gotten serviced in a long time. And because of that, you see right here, it's like already a little red. And this skin can't determine what's live skin and what's dead skin. So this right here, I doubt the video is gonna pick it up, but this is what we want to take off. And this is already live skin right up here. You can zoom in a little more if you want. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So this right here is still live skin, and this is the dead skin. So because it's been a while since she's gotten serviced, you need to be I need to be extremely careful. You see that just rolled, it slipped. Oh my God, don't do that. You're gonna make me stressed. Okay, so we're gonna.
You didn't hurt me, guys.
Imagine. So, and now we're gonna do the little rolling technique again, just to open that up. I'm being kind of aggressive while trying to open it. But there we go.
She don't care about me.
Because she doesn't care about me. Fun fact, it doesn't matter how many years you've been in the game. Servicing your wife and your family members are gonna be the worst.
Excuse you.
Yeah. Okay, so again, let me bring you in tight so you can see what that looks like.
Okay, I'm going to pretend like you're a new person. You're not my wife right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend.
Well, stop pretending so much. Mira. So here we have a lot less of that like hardened cuticle. So gotta be a little extra delicate here. We're gonna roll. It's nice and open, and then moving forward. This is also a good time so you can just see if they have any hangnails as well. You see this one's a really good one, which is live skin right here. this little skin right here, even though that's cuticle, if you cut that, it's gonna bleed because she hasn't gotten service in a long time, so.
Por cualquiera piensa I haven't been here in 5 years.
We haven't trained the cuticle, that's why it's like not trained, it's keep on sliding, I'm sorry about that. So since that keeps on happening, I want to press into the nail a little more so I have less of a chance to just slide and glide right across. Oops, sorry. Does that hurt?
No.
Okay.
Surprisingly, none of it actually.
Really?
You know.
Okay, so this is breaking a little bit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and replace that. I don't want to give her a splinter.
Don't tell me my cuticles bended then.
No, it didn't bend. That one was a little wonky, but
Girl, go stay. Dios. Mamá.
okay, now just a little rolling to open that up. So now you can, especially on this one, you can clearly see where, like how much nail plate we exposed. All of that we exposed. And that sticky, that sticky.
I was like all of that.
Yeah, well, sticky cuticle was all the way down here, hiding all of that nail plate. So this is also why I really think this part. So I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat this part. I'm not gonna explain what I'm doing. You guys already know. Nice and open. This one goes pretty down, if you could see that. So I'm gonna start in the middle.
It's like a sad face.
Pushing and exposing. This realistically shouldn't take any more than like a minute. And it's taking a minute because again, she has very sticky cuticles.
For a long time.
Right? Okay, open that pocket. And next, nice and open. Go ahead and turn on the Melody Susie bit. I like to go to 7. This here's kind of catch a vibe for it. I'm gonna do this one while explaining, and then again the next one I will not explain to. There we go, we're in focus now. Okay, cool. So starting off, this is a wrist movement, right? This is what we're gonna be doing with our wrists. And now I'm in this, let me zoom out. This is gonna be my position right now. Not dead on straight, because I would be working more this side. We're gonna twist a little. So I can cover this side wall going all across. So motion is this way. And then I would come back in, going in reverse to do this side wall. So you can go ahead and zoom in now for me. Keep on. It does not, there we go, stop. Alrighty. Okay, so working in that motion, I'm gonna twist and I'm gonna lift. I'm tucking very little under that cuticle. Only the tip is gonna go in there. And the very point.
I've come to like the little machine.
Yeah.
That process.
Yeah, no, this process is, I love this process. Okay. And this is just basically gonna reinforce what we just did by opening that cuticle pocket. So we're gonna, right here, I'm using the point very gently. I'm not digging into the nail. I'm just feather motions working across. So feather motions working across. Nice and open. Now we're gonna go to the next one. Cute. Okay, this was the very sticky one. As you see, she even has indentation here from it being very sticky. So over here, now we're gonna start in this sidewall. And we're working mostly the skin at this point. And really putting that point into here and laying it flat with that sidewall, which this would be the sidewall of the nail. We're going around the cuticle and into that sidewall. And when you get into the sidewall, then you're also using the belly. So this would be the point, and this would be considered the belly of the bit. So into here and around, opening that sidewall. And now we're gonna move forward. So it has very little compared to the rest. I do feel a little bit of resistance when I'm using the bit, which is why we also like drop the other fingers. There you go. That's why we reinforce what we just did with the bit. Because you're gonna feel a little resistance. I felt a lot of resistance with this one just now. So into that little sidewall and bringing it down and opening that sidewall. Nice and open. Back a little bit, Pip. There we go. Okay, and then again, this was a nice good one. So we're gonna start right here. I feel a little resistance here, definitely. And there she has a nice calloused skin. So into here and opening that sidewall. So I'm gonna actually use the belly right here to really open that up. Okay, and I like doing these fingers, so I'm gonna show you now what it looks like when I went ahead and I went on reverse, and now I'm just gonna mostly focus on the tip and going down the other side wall. So tip and the other side wall. And that's just connecting. So you have one full. This is the one that resisted. So this is like the little stubborn area. So just, again, putting that tip in there. And opening the sidewall. You can start seeing it's starting to take shape now. And down the sidewall. You can see how like nice and open this one is. Through the rest of this, since I've already explained what I'm doing, so you guys can just see it in live action. Okay, we have a little stubborn area, so I know I'm gonna address that sidewall now once I go in reverse. I'm also bending her finger down a little bit while I'm doing this. So this one's being a little stubborn. I'm gonna go ahead and go on the skin a little. Trying to push her a little more up. And it changed into the standing band. I'm still gonna, on the same 7 that I had showed you earlier, And we're gonna start by turning her wrist. I can never say that word.
Oop, her wrist.
Her wrist, I know, I always say it weird, is turned a little, okay? So she's turned a little bit so I can get into the sidewall, and then I would move it around. So we're gonna ploop, plop, and follow. Going like this and bringing it around. And then we're gonna feather the center. So let me show you what that looks like. Back up a little bit, thank you. So, I am in
$5.
I was on reverse. So this is also gonna, again, push that skin up and out and really open that cuticle pocket for you. So you wanna be conscious of making, let's focus on this, that edging that you do on the nail. You want to be conscious of that because that's what's going to make the enhancement last, whatever it may be. So I did the cuticle and now I'm just going to feather in the rest. So opening and down. And that's what that looks like. Like forward, backward, forward, backward. Okay. So following that sidewall, you could already see how it wants to open that pocket up. So, and then this is cuticle that's on the nail plate. You need to remove that. I love to start going around the cuticle and removing all of that. And now here I'm moving my wrist around to go down the other nail plate. Look, you see, she's so sensitive already. I cut her with the sanding band. And now we're gonna feather the center. Okay, and that's all there is to it. And now you're gonna go on to the next one. Here I can move my wrist. And baby circles going all around. And down the sidewall. Take this one unit and feather the center. And again, we're keeping consciousness to look at the low ridges to reassure that we covered all of it. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little smidge right there. You want to tap that to reassure you get all of it. And baby.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I thought you were saying turn.
No.
I was like, don't worry, girl. I'll turn like a, what is that?
Rotisserie chicken. There we go. Turn your wrist. Boom. There you go. And now we're going to go, turn our wrist, right? We're going to go down. And I like to go baby step. Boop, 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 down. There we go. I'm about to cut her again. This is just, it's just red, I think. Okay, so feather the center. Make sure you get everything, including the tip. Nice and matte. And again, I'm gonna speed through it. Give you so many tips and tricks if I remember them as I go. Running her fingers down, pulling it around, down the center.
Oh my boy, Scotty with the body.
Oh, the tea. loosen this up a little. Oh. Last, which is the dome looking bit. I have to be extremely careful with this one because this is the one we already got blood. No, it was this finger. Okay, so this one is gonna, again, following that sidewall, bringing it around. I feel like this is what really enhances the opening. I don't know if you, yeah, you can see that. And then there's like little crevices in there. And this is that bit that's gonna get literally up in there and really open that cuticle pocket. Can you see that? That's huge. Beautiful.
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay, so this is the one that ya la lastimé. She's a little hurt. So, I knew that. So I'm just gonna open to about there, and I don't want to touch this area because she in pain, girl. I can't continue doing that to her.
Well, surprisingly, it doesn't hurt.
I know, but still, there's blood. I don't want to touch that. Yeah. Okay. See that?
Wow. My nose already looks so much better.
Yeah, girl, you needed this. I'm telling you.
Amazing.
Book that appointment.
Please do.
Okay. So here you could actually see, I feel, a little, where you see there's that white, and then this really just gets in there and opens it. I'm looking at that. Cute. Let me do a little side by side. Let me see the other hand. So this is obviously with what we just did without. I don't know if you guys can go like this. So this is with, and over here is without. So that little third step, you might think it's not important. It's important. It makes a big difference. And again, because she is so sensitive, and it's been a while, I am not going to be able to remove all of what I would normally be able to remove if she was a regular, because her cuticles are not trained. Let me see the other hand. Now when I get to the cutting part, I have to be extremely careful. Personally, I don't cut anything of the side walls. I just want them open. So these side walls, I just want them open. I'm not gonna cut down this way. I'm gonna cut from this side wall to that side wall. And everything else will be exfoliated at most, but never cut. Made it to the scary part. This again will be linked in my bio. I love her. Cute. Okay, so I'm gonna make my first cut. And in her case, less is more. I'm not gonna be able to remove all this cuticle that I want to because she's sensitive. I can just get rid of. Oop. Cute. So there's definitely more. We're gonna test the water a little bit, a little nip. Moving extremely carefully. Trying my very best not to cut her here. Let's move that down out of the way. there's this little bit here. And that's where I'm gonna stop. Because I'd rather not risk hurting her. Let's go to the next one. Making our first cut over here. You can move it down so you can see where you're headed. For her next appointment, I'll be able to take out more once her cuticles are more trained. As of right now, that's good enough. And there, because I don't want to exfoliate that later because it's already sensitive. Alrighty, so, and I like to put my hand here. I feel like that helps me, I don't know, like add pressure. There's like a little bit of pressure into this. I put just a little bit of pressure. As I go around. And nip the corner. Did that hurt?
No, it just caught me by surprise.
There. Oh no, I nipped you. Yeah. Very small nip.
No, not now. I'm just saying.
No, I did. Oh, I'm telling you, there was blood. Okay, so starting over here. And those things happen, guys, especially when they're not used to.
For such a long time.
Yeah, especially when it's a Russian gel. If it would have been a normal manicure, probably not, but. So this is what we're looking like now. And starting here. Okay, so I can already see this skin. And less is more here. I could tell by like the way the skin is flowing right here. I would have nipped her there if I would have followed. Perfect. And this makes it extremely easy to see what you have to cut off, especially once their skin is trained. Oh no, you know exactly what you could and can't cut off. I might have just ran it a little too tight right there, but it doesn't seem like your skin hated me for it. This one I'm running it tight for sure. I'm not even gonna try right there because that's too thin. I'm gonna go over here. This is why the preparation is so important, because this part you just like zoom through it. Might have gotten a little too tested the waters with that one, but I don't know. You see how there wasn't much to exfoliate here. Let's see. Oops, there was not much to exfoliate here, so I'm not even gonna try to cut right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip it. And, okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. There's just a little skin there. To get rid of her. Cute. Awesome! I'm using Swipe by Young Nails to cleanse the nails and the skin. We had no cuts over here, so I'm just gonna go to town. And this is what this hand looks like.
She's cute.
Yeah, you like her?
Yeah, she looks nice. It's crazy. You literally did like a magic magician moment. It's like, first it was just no nail and then nails.
And now, surprise, there's nails.
Very important.
Okay, this one I'm gonna go to town with. This one I'm gonna go to town with. And this one I could. And then this one, I did cut her. Oh, I did cut you on this one too, I just remembered. So this one, I'm only gonna go down. Obviously, you're gonna sanitize these. I'm just gonna go down. Because if I go up, I'm gonna agitate her. So, what we don't need. This is the bond I use, and this is the gel I use. They're great. Absolutely recommend. And then because she has some cuts, I am gonna use some of these so we don't cross-contaminate. 2 of those there. We're gonna go ahead and just boom. This is the one that is with blood, so I'm just gonna dip this in there, and it might burn a little bit, and down. Cute. And just go ahead and toss that out immediately. And not touching that. Then to get into those 2 crevices. That one burned? Yeah, I'm actually gonna get a little more in there, sorry. Sorry about that. Just to make sure that we prepped, and again, immediately throwing that out. Just make sure that's nice and dry. This is the color we're going to be going in with. It's Daydreaming. I'll also link it in the description below. Now these nails are going to be extremely hard to do because no, they are. She's a nail biter. Let's be honest, okay? You guys can see that. And also the free edge starts before the skin does, or ends before the skin does. So, and then this you're gonna wanna push the product up without touching, of course. Just like so. Like, her nails are so hard to do, and now she keeps on moving. Babe, stop moving.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You keep on moving, David.
I have to be your most difficult client.
I know that. Okay, so we're gonna push the skin up, and you see as it exposes more skin. Okay, go inside the light. Quickly. Pushing the skin up. I like to do 2 rounds of base. I don't know, there's just something about it. And it's a little weird. Inside the light, swap. Other hand. Quickly? And this just depends really, on how her skin is moving. So, skin is moving pretty quick, so we need to move quick. Inside the light. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this out because it did get dirty. It has a little bit of blood, so swap. Yeah. This girl has drawn like 4 times in the last 2 minutes. Okay.
I want a snack.
To get you want a snack. Okay.
I'm craving those wafers. Really put the candy on.
Inside, go inside the light. The reason I mostly do this twice, go inside the light, is because gel shrinks a little bit now that I'm like thinking about it, and that bothers me. So because of that, I always like to just really get up on there and make sure this obviously has the most adhesion that it needs. I'm gonna most likely only record one hand doing this because it's pretty repetitive. So we'll record this hand and then we'll be back. Guys, we have ran across an issue. Rosie feels girly pop.
I feel like I'm gonna start doing this. Clock it!
Clock it. All right. So I put top coat. I did 2 layers. This is like kind of like a funny bunny where it's like translucent-y. And now's one. I like to shape at the end. I don't know. There's something about it, unless it's like completely off. But tucking under what little bit of free edge she has, and with the dust, yeah. And with the dust, I can like see if it's doing the shape, like a nice little smile line that I'm looking for. So going all around. See here, you can see that point, but this sidewall over here is shorter than this one. She has a fuller sidewall. This is like a complete one, and this one, as you can see, it stops. So we just gotta work with what we got. Right, babe?
So I haven't been here in a long time.
No, you've been busy. Biting your nails.
I have to book.
Pre-book.
Because the growth on these bad boys, you're gonna get under without having to tuck.
Right. Okay. Super cute. I'm gonna post a picture of what they look like. Nice.
It looks super cute.
Right? This nail, she has damage on the nail plate, and that's why it has like a little indent right here. So
it's a sad story.
Literally. And then with a little bit of water, which I have here, inside of a dabbing dish, I'm gonna exfoliate. Baby, are you serious? Exfoliate this and do this part.
Ooh, you like that?
Yeah. Just gonna get rid of that dry skin there. Does that hurt?
No, I just like it. Yeah.
You should talk about, no, I like it, keep going.
I just wanted to get a good look.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this part. It's kind of gross, but it's so good. And then if she has like any dead cells over here. You see here we have a lot of dry skin right there, so no. You can just go like that and it literally exfoliates it off. This is why sanitation is so important. Please sanitize your implements. Okay. Getting rid of all that skin. Just need a little more polished look. There's you.
This is hand therapy.
Oh, and now you would just go over one more time with some of the swipe to get rid of all that oil on top of the nail plate. Get rid of any little debris. And this is officially the finished product. I'll go ahead and post some pictures also. Look how cute. She's a girl again. Cuties.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with what we started with.
Amazing.